Hello guys, welcome to Maneuver Education. In this session, we are going to have a look at the solutions for Quant and LR questions in TISSNET 2022, which was held on 26th of February 2022. Alright, so the section was quite easy as compared to GK, it was too easy. Alright, before starting with the solution part, let's have a look at this. We have launched the batches for 2023 and 2024 TISSNET. So if you want to join us for live or classroom coaching, then you can contact on this particular number 8828581455. Okay, and we will be providing you books, shortcuts, doubt classes, recorded videos, topic test, mock test will be there, WhatsApp group will be formed, 10,000 plus questions will be solved, and mentorship will be there. All right, so even if you want to join us for offline coaching, then Dadar, we have centers at Dadar, Borivali, Vasai. The respective numbers are given on your screen. Okay, so do join us guys for the preparation of TISSNET next year. So let's get started with question number 1. Angle bisectors of a parallelogram form what? Okay, so if I draw a parallelogram over here guys, this is what we call a parallelogram, right? Okay, and the angle bisectors of each and every angle, bisectors of each and every angle. So angle bisectors will be like this. So let me just draw them quickly. Okay, so the intersection of these angle bisectors will form a figure at the center. You can see a figure is formed in the center, and they are asking you what is the shape of this figure, what is this figure. All right, so this figure is nothing but what? Rectangle guys. This is nothing but a rectangle. And how do we get to this conclusion? Look guys, in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel, so these two sides are parallel. Okay, and this will act as a transversal. Okay, so these two angles are supplementary. So let's say this angle is x degree, this angle is y degree, so these angles are supplementary. So x plus y is nothing but 180 degrees. Okay, so if I divide by 2 throughout, then it will be what? X by 2 plus y by 2 is equal to 90 degree. That means this angle is x by 2 and this angle is y by 2, right? Because the entire angle is x. So because of angle bisector, this angle will be x by 2, this angle will be y by 2. So x by 2 plus y by 2 is nothing but 90 degree. So the remaining angle of a triangle will be 90 degree, and because and since this is 90 degree, this angle will also be what? 90 degree, because they are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, I can prove that this angle is also 90 degree, and in a parallelogram pair of opposite angles are 90 degree, then of course these angles will also be what? 90 degree. And if in a quadrilateral all the 4 angles are right angles, then we call it as what? Rectangle. Okay, so the answer for this question is rectangle guys. Then talking about question number 2, 150 tigers were tagged in a tiger reserve, and then a week later 50 tigers were found out, of which only 5 were tagged. Considering the percentage of sample as the actual percentage of tigers tagged, assuming no tiger came in or got out, find out the total number of tigers in the tiger reserve. All right, so this is very simple question. Don't go on the length of the question. Okay, it is a very easy question. You will understand how easy it is. Okay, so total 150 tigers were tagged. Total 150 tigers were tagged out of some number of tigers in the reserve. That is what we need to find. So let's assume that X number of tigers were there, and out of X tigers 150 tigers were tagged. Okay, then a week later 50 tigers were found out and only 5 were tagged. Okay, so in the next week 50 tigers were found out and only 5 were tagged. So we just have to cross multiply these two values. We just have to take the ratio. Okay, so this is just the 10%. Okay, so we have to find कि किसका 10% 150 आता है. Okay, so if we cross multiply, we will get 150 into 50 divided by 5, 5 ones are 5 tens are 150 into 10, it will be what? 1500 guys. Okay, so 1500 was the answer for this particular question. Then let's move on to question number 3. There are 2 branches of a bank in which there were 100 employees and 80 employees respectively. If the arithmetic mean of the monthly salaries paid to them in the 2 branches are 275 and 225 respectively, then find the arithmetic mean of all the employees of 2 branches together. Okay, so after reading the question, you must have got it. It is what? Weighted average, right? So how to find weighted average? Weighted average means mixture. Okay, so there are 2 branches, branch 1 and branch 2. So what is the average salary of branch 1? Branch 1 का average salary is 275, branch 2 का average salary is 225. Okay, and how many people are there? Number of people in number of employees in branch 1 are 100 and number of employees in branch 2 are 80. Okay, so how do we calculate weighted average here? So to find weighted average, what we can do is we can just find the ratio of these two values. N का ratio आप ले सकते हो, ठीक है? So 25 and 24, so ratio is 5:4 guys. And what do we have to do next? we have to multiply these two values then. Okay, so weighted average is nothing but 275 into 5 plus 225 into 4 divided by 5 plus 4. So if you solve this further, you will get 1375 plus 225 into 4, it will be 900 divided by 9. The sum in the numerator is 1375 plus 900, that is 2275 upon 9, and if you divide this particular number, you will be getting what? 252.78, which is option number D. Alright, let's move on to question number 4 now. A tree is bent down due to heavy storm and now its peak touches the ground, making an angle of 30 degree with the ground. If the bent part is 20 meter long, then find the original height of the tree in meters. Okay, so let me just draw a diagram for this particular question. Okay, it is of course a right angle triangle. Okay, and this is the bent part of the tree. Okay, because the actual tree will be like this, okay, so this is the actual tree, and due to storm it has the part of the tree is broken down. Okay, and the broken part is 20 meters guys, broken part is 20 meters, and it is making an angle of 30 degree with the ground, and here at the base it will make an angle of 90 degree. Okay, so we know that if it is 30 degree, if this angle is 30, this angle is 90, then the remaining angle has to be what? 60. We also know the ratio of sides opposite to these angles, right? Side opposite to 30 degree, the ratio is 1, side opposite to 60 degree, the ratio is root 3. Okay, and side opposite to 90 degree, which is hypotenuse, we take it as what? 2. Okay, so here we can easily see that 2 is equivalent to 20, 2 is equivalent to 20, so 1 is equivalent to 20 upon 2, that is nothing but 10. So this 1 ka value, actual value will be 10. So what they are asking you? They are asking you to find the original height of the tree, original height of the tree. That means they want to find this one and this one as well. Okay, and what is the height of this? This is equal to this part. Okay, so if this is 20, this will also be 20, and what is the original height now? 10 and 20, that is nothing but 30 meters guys. Okay, so we are done with this question. Let's have a look at question number 5 now. If the population of the town 3 years ago was 1 lakh and it is increased by 4%, 2% and 2% respectively, then find the current population. So 3 years back the population was 1 lakh, and then in the next year it is getting increased by 4%, that is 104 by 100. And then next year it is going to increase by 2%, that is 102 by 100, and then again multiplied by 102 by 100. So you can cancel out total of 5 zeros from here. Okay, so 1 0 is still left over here. So now you have to calculate multiplication of these three numbers, and the multiplication will be 108,201.6. Point क्यों आ रहा है? Because divided by 10 है. So after dividing you will get this particular answer. All right. So let's have a look at the next question. Question number 6. A car uses 18 liters of petrol for 270 kilometers. In order to travel same distance using 10 liters of petrol, by how much should the car mileage be increased? Okay, so mileage, what is mileage? Okay, distance, total distance covered by total liters of petrol used. Okay, so 270 kilometers, for 270 kilometers 18 liters of petrol is used. So if you divide this, we can divide it like this, 18 ones are, and 18 ones are 18. Okay, so 9 is left, 9 and 0 90, 18 5s are 90. So what is the answer? 15 kilometers per liter is the mileage guys. Okay, original mileage. But if we have to cover the same distance, which is 270 kilometers in 10 liters only, ठीक है, कम पेट्रोल में, ठीक है, then obviously mileage should be increased. Okay, and the mileage should be what? 27 kilometers per liter in this case. So by what value we have to increase the mileage? Initially it was 15. Okay, but if we have to cover the same distances in 10 liters of petrol, then mileage should be 27. So what is the difference in mileage? 12 kilometers per liter. So we have to increase the mileage by 12 kilometers per liter guys. So 12 is your answer guys. So let's have a look at question number 7 now. Tickets are numbered from 101 to 350. What is the probability of picking up a ticket with 2 at the 100th place? Okay, so your number should begin with 2. Okay, so from 101 to 350, a total of 250 numbers are there, right? And out of these 250 numbers, you have to select numbers which are starting with 2, because at the 100th place you should be having 2. Okay, so how many such numbers are there? From 200 to 299. These numbers, all these numbers have 2 at the 100th place, right? Okay, so how many total numbers are there? 100 numbers are there. So what is the probability here? Option A, 100 upon 250, right? So let's have a look at question number 8 now. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? Okay, so a total of 33 multiples are there in first 100 numbers, correct? It starts with 3, then 6, then 9, and it goes till 99. So 99 divided by 3 will give you the number 33. So total of 33 multiples of 3 are there, but we have to find two-digit numbers. So we have to exclude these three values. So from 12 onwards we will take all the multiples, but we won't be taking 3, 6 and 9, guys, right? Okay, so if we remove these three numbers, a total of 30 numbers are there which are divisible by 3. Okay, so the answer for this particular question is option B, 30. So question number 9 now. There are 3 males aged 30, 32 and 40 years and 2 females aged 40 and 45 years. What is the probability of selecting a leader who is older than 35 years or a female? Okay, so males are 30 years of age, 32 and 40 years. Okay, so there are 3 males aged 30, 32 and 40, and there are 2 females of 40 and 45 years, correct? Okay, so what we have to do, we have to select a leader who is older than 35 years or a female. Okay, so female भी चलेंगे और 35 years से ऊपर होंगे तो वो भी चलेंगे, ठीक है, मेल होंगे तो भी, ठीक है. So how many people are there who are older than 35 and female? तो दोनों female लेना पड़ेगा, 40 and 45. Okay, because both of them are female, right? So we have to consider both of them, and from males we can select only this male. Okay, so how many people we can select in total? We can select 3 people out of total 5 people. So what is the probability? 3 by 5 will be the probability. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. Question number 10. What is the probability that a leap year has 53 Mondays and 53 Sundays? Okay, so how to find it? In a leap year there are 366 days, correct? So if we divide it by 7, if we divide this particular number by 7, what do we get? We get 52 weeks. Okay, and there are two days remaining. 2 extra days remaining. Okay, so what values can these 2 days take? Okay, these 2 days can be Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 possibilities total, right? But they have given you only one possibility over here, 53 Mondays and 53 Sundays. So your event says it should be 53 Sundays and 53 Mondays. Okay, these 2 days have to be what? Monday and Sundays only. Okay, so Monday and Sunday, that means only one option is there in which we'll be having Sunday and Monday. So only one option out of these 7 options. So the probability is 1 by 7, guys. Let's see question number 11 now. If a cuboidal box has height, length and width 20 cm, 15 and 10 cm respectively, find total surface area. So this is your height, this is your length, this is your width. Okay, so find out total surface area. What is the formula for total surface area? Total surface area is given by 2 bracket LB plus BH plus LH, correct? So let's put in the values. 2 bracket L is nothing but 15 into B. B means width only, so you can substitute 10 over here, plus 10 into 20 plus L. L is nothing but 15 into H is 20. So after solving this, you will easily get the answer, guys. So 2 into this will be 150 plus 200 plus 300, and if you add this up, it will be 500, 600, 650. And what is 650 into 2? It is nothing but 1300. So the answer is 1300 centimeters square for this particular question, guys. Okay, now question number 12. The ratio of incomes of A and B is 9:7 and their expenditure is 4:3. Find and they both saved rupees 3000. Then find the difference between their incomes. Okay, so there are 2 people, A and B. Ratio of their incomes is nothing but 9:7 and ratio of their expenditure is nothing but 4:3, and both of them are saving 3000 rupees. Both of them are saving 3000 rupees. Okay, so what is saving ka formula? Saving ka formula is income minus expenditure is equal to saving, correct or not? Okay, but you cannot directly take the ratio over here because income ka common multiple will be X. You can take the common multiple of ratio of income as X and common multiple of ratio of expenditure as Y. Okay, so what is the formula now? 9x minus 4y is 3000 and 7x minus 3y is also what? 3000. Okay, so if you solve these two equations, you will be getting the values. Okay, so let's solve it. If for solving this particular question, what you have to do is you have to multiply this equation by 3 and you have to multiply this equation by 4. So what are the new equations you will be getting? You will be getting 9 3s are 27x minus 3 4s are 12y is equal to 3 3s are 9,000. Okay, and this will be what? 28x minus 4 3s are 12y is equal to 3 4s are 12,000. Okay, so if you subtract these two equations, this is going to give you minus 1x, these two will get cancelled, and this is going to give you minus 3,000. Okay, so minus minus will get cancelled, 1x is 3,000, that means x is nothing but 3,000. So we have got value of x over here. Okay, and what is the difference in their incomes? Difference in their incomes is 9x minus 7x, nothing but what? 9x minus 7x is, guys, 2x. So if 1x is 3,000, 2x will be 2 into 3,000, which is nothing but 6,000. So answer for this particular question is 6,000, guys. Okay, now let's have a look at question number 13. Which of the following is not correct? Okay, so the first is the property log 10 to the base 10 is 1. The property says this: the log a to the base a is nothing but 1. If the number is same and the base is the number is equal to the base, then the value will be what? 1. If these two values are same, the value is always 1. So this is definitely correct. If I talk about option B, log 10 raised to 6 to the base 10. Okay, so here what is happening over here? Here they are saying that log 10 to the base 10 raised to 6 it is there. Okay, and here what you can do is you can just use some properties. Okay, you can also use some properties over here. Log 10 raised to 1 is log 10 plus log 10 square plus log 10 cube. So you can use the property log a plus log b plus log c is equal to log a into b into c, correct? So you have to multiply these three values. Okay, so you can multiply over here these three values. So it is going to give you what? 10 raised to 1 into 10 raised to 2 into 10 raised to 3, correct? So if you solve this further, normal algebra, 10 raised to 1 into 10 raised to 2 into 10 raised to 3, it is going to give you 10 raised to 6, correct? So this is going to give you the exact answer, which is on the left hand side. So this is also correct, guys. And log 1 to the base 10 is always 0, guys. This is a rule. So this is always 0. And log d, so only this one is left, and this is not right, guys, because log 2 plus 3 to the base 10 is not equal to this part. Why? Because log 2 into 3 is nothing but log 2 plus log 3. Okay, log 2 plus log 3, but here they haven't given you log 2 plus log 3. Instead they have directly added 2 and 3. So this is wrong. Okay, so which of the following is not correct? Option D is not correct. So you have to select option D, guys. Alright, let's see question number 14 now. Find the missing letter. This is reasoning question, right? So A, D, I dash Y. Okay, this is very easy, guys. A is 1, D is 4, I is 9 and Y is 25. So what should be this missing number? So if you observe the numbers, if you observe the positions, these are all squares, 1, 4, 9. So this has to be what? 16. And which alphabet come at 16th place? It is what? P. So answer for this particular question is option A, P. Okay, so let's see the next one now. Question number 15. 4 different clocks beep after every 25 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour, 40 minutes, 2 hours, 5 minutes. If all clocks beep together at 5 am, then when will they next beep together? So this is not a clock question, guys. Okay, this question is of what? LCM. We have seen these type of questions as well. Okay, so clock number 1, clock number 2, clock number 3, clock number 4. Okay, 25 minutes. The clock number 2 beeps after every 50 minutes. 1 hour 40 minutes means 100 minutes, and then 2 hours 5 minutes, that is nothing but 125 minutes. So you have to find LCM of all these numbers. How to find the LCM, guys? You can divide by 25 to start with. 25 ones are, 25 twos are, 25 fours are, 25 fives are, correct? Okay, now you can divide by 2, I guess. So if you divide by 2, you will get 1. This is divisible by 2, so 2 upon 2 should give you 1. 4 upon 2 should give you 2, and this is 5. Now you cannot divide it further, right? So you have to multiply these numbers and these numbers as well. So what is 25 into 2 into 2 into 5? The answer will be what? 500. So the LCM is nothing but 500 minutes. Okay, and what is 500 minutes? 500 minutes means 8 hours and 20 minutes. If you try to convert it into hours, okay, 8 hours and 20 minutes extra. So they are beeping together at 5 a.m. in the morning, right? Okay, so if you add 8 hours to it, 5 plus 8 will give you 13. 13 means 1, right? So in the afternoon at 1:20 p.m. they will ring again together. All right, so let's see the question number 16 now. Find the 8th number of 5, 7, 11, 19. Okay, so we have to find the 8th number in this sequence. So 5, 7, 11, 19, this is a question of number series, right? So what is the difference over here? The difference here over here is 2, then over here it is 4, over here it is 8. So in this way you can find out the 8th number as well. So the next difference should be 16, the next difference should be 32, and after that next difference should be 64, and the next number should be what? 128. Okay, so keep adding these numbers. 19 plus 16 will give you what? 35. 35 plus 32 will give you 67, I guess, and 67 plus 64 will give you 131, and 131 plus 128 will give you 259 as your answer. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is your 8th number, guys, 259. So this is your answer for this particular question, 259, guys. Okay, let's see question number 17 now. Average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is 45. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, average temperature is 45. So total is 45 into 3, because here we have to divide it by 3, right, to find out the average. So these 3 will get multiplied to this 45. Okay, so the total is nothing but 135, and average of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, average of Wednesday, Thursday and Friday is nothing but 46 into 3. The total of all the temperatures will be nothing but 138. So if we subtract these two equations, okay, so you'll be getting what? Wednesday will get cancelled, Thursday will get cancelled. It is nothing but Tuesday minus Friday, which will give you 135 minus 138, which is minus 3. And what do we know over here? We know Friday's temperature is 47. Friday's temperature is 47, guys. So T minus 47 is equal to minus 3. So you can just shift this 47 on the right hand side. So it is going to give you what? T is equal to minus 3 plus 47. So T will be what? 44. So that means Tuesday's temperature is nothing but what? 44 degrees, guys. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one now. Question number 18. Vijay's total annual shopping budget is 2 lakhs. If food and grocery item take up 54 degrees in pie chart, then how much budget is allocated to food and grocery? Okay, so the formula is there. Measure of central angle. Measure of central angle is nothing but what? Grocery expenditure divided by total expenditure into 360. Okay, so what is the central angle given to you? It is 54 degrees. Then you have to find food and grocery expenditure, and total expenditure is given to you as 2 lakhs. So 5 zeros will be there into 360 degrees. You have to do this. So if you have to find out this, you can just shift 2 lakhs and 360 on the left hand side. So 54 into 2 lakhs divided by 360, zeros will get cancelled. This is nothing but 18 3s are 18 2s are. If you divide this by 2, you will get 10,000 over here, and 10,000 into 3, you should get option D, 30,000, guys. Okay, let's see question number 19 now. The following observations are arranged in ascending order. So 26, 29, 42, 53, x plus 2, x plus 5, 75, 82 and 93. If the median is 65, remember guys, it is median. Okay, so how to find median? Median means middle ka two values. Okay, so you have to find value of x. So what are the middle ka two values? You can see if 10 numbers are there, then you can skip these 4 numbers. You can skip these 4 numbers from the right end, and these 2 values at the center are nothing but your middle values. Okay, 2 middle values. So if you have to find out the median, how to find out the median? You have to find average of these 2 values, which is given to you as 65. Okay, so x plus x will be 2x plus 2, and 2 into 65 will be 130. So 2x is equal to 130 minus 2, that is nothing but 128. So x is going to be what? 64. So value of x is nothing but what? 64, guys. Let's have a look at question number 20 now. Okay, so question number 20, there are 45 students in the class, out of which girls are 25, and 30 students scored above 90%, 18 girls scored above 90%. The probability of a student scoring above 90% and is a girl is. Okay, so here let's form a table now. Boys, girls and total students. So total students are 45, okay, and out of which 25 are girls. So how many boys are there? 20 boys are there. Okay, and out of these total boys and girls, who have scored above 90%, 30 students have scored above 90%, guys. 30 students have scored above 90%, okay, and 18 girls have scored above 90%. 18 girls have scored above 90%. So obviously what is this value? 30 minus 18, that is 12. Okay, so we have to find the probability now, probability of a student scoring above 90% and is a girl. Okay, so how many girls are there who have also scored above 90%? 18 girls are there who have also scored above 90%. Okay, out of total 45 students. So out of 45 students, there are 18 girls who have scored 90%. So and means into. Remember guys, and means into. So we need to take both the conditions together. So it has to be what? 18. So we have taken girls also, and which girls we have considered? We have considered girls who have scored 90% marks. So the intersection is 80. That's why the answer is 18 upon 45 out of total students. Okay, so you can just simplify this further if you want. This is 9 2s and 9 5s. The answer is 2 by 5. Now let's discuss question number 21. Present age ratio is 4:5. After 8 years the ratio will be 5:6. So present ages ka ratio is 4:5, and after 8 years the ratio will be 5:6, correct? Okay, so find the difference of present ages in this particular question. Okay, we have to find what difference of present ages. So we have to find the present ages और उसके बीच में कितना difference है. Okay, so here only one exact value is given to you, which is 8 years, which is the difference over here. What is the first thing we have to look for? We have to see if the ratios are balanced, guys. Are the ratios balanced? How to check if the ratios are balanced? Check the difference. 4 and 5. What is the difference? 1. What is the difference over here? 1. So if the difference is same, then of course the ratios are balanced. So these two ratios are balanced, guys. Now you have checked horizontal differences, right? Now check the vertical differences, guys. What is the vertical difference over here? 4 and 5. So 1 is getting added. 5 and 6. So 1 is getting added. So in the ratio 1 is getting added, but in actual 8 is getting added. Correct? In the ratio 1 is getting added, but in actual 8 is getting added. So value of 1 is nothing but what? 8, guys. So 1 unit ka value is nothing but 8 years. So what you have to find? Difference of present ages. Okay, so what is the difference in present ages? 5 and 4, that is 1 only. So we have already got the value of 1, which is what? 8 years. So answer for this particular question is nothing but what? 8 years, guys. Okay, now question number 22. CP of 20 articles is equal to SP of 25 articles. CP of 20 articles is equal to SP of 25 articles, right guys? Okay, so what to do over here? You can just find SP upon CP. I have taken CP on this side and I am going to take 25 on the left hand side. So it is going to be 20 upon 25. So here you can clearly see SP is take SP as 20 and take CP as 25. So what clearly you can see there is a loss because CP is greater and SP is smaller. Okay, so it's a loss, guys. And what is the loss percent? Loss percent will be, what is the loss over here? 5 rupees loss is there, right? कोई भी चीज मैंने 25 को खरीदी है 20 को बेच दी, so 5 rupees का loss will be there on what? Cost price always. Okay, so this is 5 by 20, and what is 5 by 20? This is 5 by 25. It is going to be what? 1 by 20. And what is 1 by 20, guys? 1 by 20 is nothing but 20%, and it is a loss. So option B is your final answer. Let's see question number 23 now. There are some benches and some students in the classroom. If one student sits on one bench, then 10 students will be left without a bench. If 2 students sit on a bench, 10 students will have no students sitting on them. What is the ratio of students and benches in a classroom? Okay, so we have to find ratio of students and benches in a classroom, guys. Let's start with the solution. So to start with, you have to assume that the number of benches are x. Okay, let's consider that number of benches are x, guys. Okay, so what is the number of students you are having? Okay, so look at the condition, guys. If one student sits on one bench, then 10 students will be left without a bench. So अगर हर एक bench पे एक student बैठ रहा है तो 10 student बचेंगे. That means 10 students extra है हमारे पास. Okay, so the benches are x. Okay, so the students will be what? X plus 10. Okay, 10 students extra. Now we have to form an equation on the basis of this data, right? So if 2 students sit on a bench, then 10 benches will have no students sitting on them. Okay, so this is the task, right? To form an equation is a task itself. Okay, but equation बनाने के बाद question तो बहुत easily solve हो जाएगा, guys. Have a look at this. Okay, So the total number of students are x plus 10. Okay, this is total number of students. ओके सो हर एक बेंच पे कितने लोग बैठेंगे, डबल लोग बैठेंगे अभी, ठीक है, एक बेंच में 2 लोग बैठेंगे, तो कितने बेंच लगेंगे आपको, 10 बेंच कम लगेंगे, बिकॉज देर आर 10 बेंचेस नाउ ऑन विच देर आर नो स्टूडेंट्स. ओके सो x माइनस 10 बेंचेस लगेंगे अगर आप हर एक बेंच में 2 स्टूडेंट्स बिठाओगे तो. ओके सो x plus 10 is equal to 2 bracket x minus 10. So if you solve this, x plus 10 will be 2x minus 20. Okay, and if you solve this further, 2x minus x is equal to 10 plus 20. So it is nothing but x is equal to 30. So how many benches are there? 30 benches are there. That is what you are getting. And how many students are there? 30 plus 10, that is 40 students are there. So what is the ratio of students to benches? Remember this, students first and then benches. Okay, so 40 students and 30 benches. So the ratio is 4:3. This is your final answer, guys, 4:3. Now let's have a look at question number 24. In an election, the candidates from party A received 1.5 times as many votes as the candidates from party B. The candidates from party B received 1/3 more votes than the independent candidates. 900 votes were cast for the independent candidates. How many votes were cast for the candidate from party A? So there are 3 categories: A, candidate B, and independent candidate. Okay, so let's assume that they are saying what is the data given to us? The candidate from party B received 1/3 more votes than independent candidates. So assume that candidates have got 3 votes, independent candidates have got 3 votes. Then how many votes candidates from party B have got? Candidates from party B have received 1/3 more votes than independent candidates. Okay, 1/3 more. So I have taken the denominator as independent candidate. So 1/3 more means what? 1 more. Okay, so 3 plus 1 will be what? 4. Okay, and 1.5 times more. Okay, A has received 1.5 times more than B. Okay, so what is 1.5 times of 4? 4 को multiply करो 1.5 time. 1.5 means 3/2. So it is going to be what? 2 3s are 6. Okay, so this is the ratio of number of votes they have got, but in actual he has got, means independent votes are what? 900. So how many votes candidates from party A have got? Okay, so the 3 means what? 900. So 6 has to be what? 1800, guys. Double हो जाएगा ना, because 3 का double is 6. Okay, so 900 का double will be what? 18. Okay, so you can also use unitary method to find out the question. Okay, or else you can also do the cross multiplication. So 1800 is the answer for this particular question. So these are all your 24 questions except 6 DI ka questions, guys. So I hope you have understood the solution well. Okay, and let me remind you, we have launched batches of 2023 and 2024 again. Do contact us for live classes, classroom coaching, books, mocks, GD, VAT, interview, mentorship. Okay, and classroom coaching is available at Borivali Center, Vasai Center and Dadar Center. Respective numbers are given on your screen. Okay, and for online live classes, the number is 8828581455. You can visit us on www.manuveredu.com, and you can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and Telegram, guys. Do join us, do subscribe the channel. Okay, and the link is given in the description as well. Thank you, guys.